Today we are breaking down the top 2 Rocket Loon Attack strategies. This is the first base we'll attack, but let's first take a look at the army. Here's the army. As you can see, we'll use the queen charge method first. For the spells, we have 4 rage spells and a few free spells. And for the siege machine, we'll use the log launcher, and the clan castle will contain 1 dragon rider with 2 rocket loons and 1 poison and 1 free spell. We are going to first deploy the queen, then a coca loon to test for seeking air mines, immediately followed by the 5 healers. Then, since there is a king here, we're going to deploy Headhunters so we can take him out without extra spell support. Then we are going to wait for the queen to see which way she wants to go before funneling, to reduce extra funneling. Next, we will deploy the Grand Warden to follow the queen. The reason we waited on deploying the Grand Warden later is so the queen can tank all the defenses and the healers can solely focus on healing her. Then we are going to break this bottom corner open for the king to go in and continue his funneling for the queen charge and warden dive. We'll raise the queen's healers because there's a lot of damage on her. Next, we are going to deploy the log launcher to give more access to the queen charge. We will funnel the left side even more with the baby dragon. Next, we'll pop the warden's ability to protect the log launcher. You'll need a plan to take out the enemy queen and world champion. In this case, we have 2 headhunters. Many times you can send these in as you pop the warden's ability. Since point defenses are the biggest threat to heroes, we are going to, with the rocket loons, pick off the outer point defenses such as arch towers and etc. This will allow the queen to take out the core defenses as easily as possible. Now we'll freeze the non-existent inferno tower. Probably not a good idea. Now we'll raise the queen charge again for the town hall takedown. Now for the rocket loons, we're not going to give them any spell support so we can get the most out of the rocket loon's haste ability. Instead, we're going to invest the spells into the queen charge, and for the rocket loon deployment, it should on average take about 2 rocket loons per structure or defense. You can either pick off defenses with the rocket loons alongside the queen charge to promote pathing and reduce damage, as in this case, or swarm the backside all at once. This choice may be somewhat base dependent, but in general either should work. We'll deploy the minions for cleanup as rocket loons allow. As with most queen charge attacks, time could also be an issue. Now we'll freeze the final single inferno. We'll deploy our final super wall breaker to break the queen into the base again. Now this last step, if you want to get inside the war enemy's head, you should do. But since some bases can bait queen charge, we are going to break down the masked Rocket Loon Attack Strategy. Here is the army. As you can see, instead of healers, we will be bringing a golem and 2 yetis. For the spells, we use 6 zap spells, 1 quake, and the remaining will be free spells with 1 poison. Now in the clan castle, we'll take the log launcher with 2 yetis and 1 valkyrie plus 1 rage. First, we're going to deploy the 2 yetis to funnel for the kill squad into this eagle compartment. Now we'll zap quake this expo farm to decrease the DPS from the kill squad with 6 zap spells and 1 quake. You should also be able to take out a max scatter shot at Town Hall 13 with this method. Now we'll deploy the golem and the queen. Next, we'll reinforce the funnel with a few rocket loons. Now we'll super wall break this wall for the kill squad. Now we'll send in the king and the warden, the log launcher. One of the main objectives of the kill squad is to take out the town hall. Since the log launcher was a bit slow on breaking the wall, the queen and the golem are walking. We'll freeze that single inferno for the king. We're going to try to push the queen back in with the help of a couple of rocket loons. Another freeze for the barbarian king. For the spells in general, since rocket loons require no spell maintenance, the heavy zap spell investment for the kill squad is possible, but likewise other spell heavy investment strategies, for example bat spells, could also work. We'll pop the king's ability. The yetis have come out of the log launcher. Finally, the warden is coming back to the main push. Now we'll raise the yetis and pop the warden's ability. You want to use the warden's ability right after you pop the king's ability, but if the log launcher gets hit unexpectedly, you should pop it. The 200 IQ queen is beating up the wall back there. We have deployed the royal champion to pick off these left side defenses. Now we'll deploy the remaining rocket loons to pick off these backside point defenses to 2 per structure. Now we'll headhunter the enemy royal champion, poison spell her, skelly spell her. Next, we're going to snipe the remaining trash buildings with minions. Now we've got 3 leftover rocket loons, and we'll use those for cleanup. If there's one thing, you might want to deploy the minions a little sooner than I have. And if you like this video, please like and see ya.